Hello students, welcome to Alt Academy, Academy for Learning and Training. Our mission is to help you learn. In this lesson, we will study how to find LCM and HCF of two numbers, as well as of finding LCM and HCF of three numbers too. We will also learn what is the relationship between LCM and HCF of two numbers. So let's dive into the lesson. What do we mean by LCM? It means least common multiple. Okay, least common multiple. And what do you mean by multiples? Let's take, for example, what are the multiples of 4? All the numbers that come in the multiplication table of 4. For example, 4 times 1 is 4. So 4 is a multiple of 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So 8 is a multiple of 4. 4 times 3, 12. So 12 is a multiple of 4. 4 times 4, 16. 16 is a multiple of 4, and so on. So now do you understand what do you mean by multiples of a number? Fine. What are the multiples of 8? Can you guess? 8 times 1, 8. So 8 is a multiple. 8 times 2, 16. So 16. 8 times 3, 24. So 24. 8 times 4, 32. 32, and so on. Fine. Now, what are the common multiples of 4 and 8? Can you figure out? The common multiples are 8. Can you see that? 16, and there are many more. Now, what is the least common multiple of 4 and 8? Can you guess? It is 8. Now, do you know how to find the LCM of two numbers? You simply have to list down the multiples of each, figure out what are the common multiples in both, then pick up the least one. Right? But suppose if you had to find the LCM of three numbers, what will you do? You will list down the multiples of each number, then you will figure out what are the common multiples in all the three numbers, and then you will pick up the least common one. It's a tedious process. Instead, we will have another way of finding the LCM. That is called prime factorization method. Let's use the same numbers. Finding the LCM of 4 and 8. To find the LCM of 4 and 8, how to figure it out using a different method. What you do is you write down 4 and 8, whatever the given numbers are, in this way. And then question yourself, ask yourself, what is there a prime number that can divide any one of them or both of them? Ask yourself the question, is there a prime number? Do you know what prime numbers are? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. You have studied in your lower grades. So, a prime number that can divide any one of them or all of them. Did you say 4? 4 is not a prime number. So, a prime number is 2. So, 2 how many times is 4? 2 times. 2 how many times is 8? 2 4 times. Question yourself once again. Repeat the process. A prime number that can divide any one of them or all of them. 2 again. So 2, 1 times is 2, 2 times is 4. Repeat the process again. 2 again. 2, 1 cannot be divided, so we write down as it is. 2, 1 times is 2. Repeat the process until you land up with all ones. Now what you do is the LCM of 4 and 8 is, you simply multiply this. 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8. 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. You see, in both the cases, we land up with the same answer. So this is a simpler way of finding the LCM of whether 2 numbers or 3 numbers or even 4 numbers. The method remains the same. Do you get it now? Let us find out the LCM of 3 numbers using our prime factorization method. 3 numbers, 12, 15 and 21. How do we do this? We will simply write down the numbers as 12, 15, 21. What is the question that you're going to ask yourself? A prime number that can divide any one of them or all of them. Is there a prime number that can divide any one of them or all of them? Okay, let's take 3. 3 how many times is 12? 3 4 times. 3 how many times is 15? 3 5 times. 3 how many times is 21? 3 7 times. Let's repeat the question again. A prime number that can divide any one of them or all of them. 2 can divide 4. So let's go for 2. 2 how many times is 4? 2 times. 2 how many? 5 cannot be divided by 2. So we write down as it is. And 7 cannot be divided by 2. We write down as it is. Now since all these are prime numbers, obviously we have 2 again. 2 divides 2 one time. 2 cannot divide 5. So we write down 5 as it is. 2 cannot divide 7. So we write down 7 as it is. And then we move on. Same way. 5. 1. 5 divides 5 once. 5 cannot divide 7. So we write down 7. We move on. And 7. 1, 1, 1. So we have to continue until we get all ones. Now we can go back and find out the LCM of this. 3 times 2 times 2 times 5 times 7. How much is this? So LCM of 12, 15 and 21 is, if you multiply them, it will be 420. Do you now understand how you find the LCM of 2 numbers or 3 numbers or even 4 numbers or 5 numbers by this method? Great. Now let's move on to finding the HCF of 2 numbers. Okay, what do we mean by HCF? It means highest common factor. Okay, what do we mean by factors? What do you mean by factors of 4? When we say what are the factors of 4? In other words, what are the numbers that can divide 4? 1, obviously 1 divides all numbers. Then 2, 4 can be divided by 2, and 4 itself. Now do you understand what do you mean by factors? Means all those numbers that can divide the given number. Now what are the factors of 8? The numbers that can divide 8. 1, of course, then 2, then 4, then 8. Now what are the factors that are common to 4 and 8? See that? What is the highest? And of course we also have 2 as a common factor. 1 also is a common factor. Okay. What is the highest common factor of 4 and 8? Make a guess. It is 4. Now do you understand how you find the highest common factor of 2 numbers? The same thing goes with finding the highest common factor of 3 numbers. You will list down the factors of each, figure out what are the common factors, and then pick up the highest one. Again, a lengthy process. Let's use the prime factorization method to find the highest common factors. Let's take the same thing. Highest common factor of 4 and 8. Let's write down the numbers 4 and 8. Now question yourself. A prime number, listen very carefully to the question. A prime number that must divide all the numbers. You see the difference between LCM and HCF? It is in the question. A prime number that must divide all of these numbers. Which is that? 2. So 2 divides 4 2 times. 2 divides 8 4 times. Repeat the question again. A prime number that must divide all of these. 2 again. 2 1 times. 2 2 times. Now, is there a prime number that can divide all of these? Of course, you don't have. So, your HCF now is 2 times 2, which is 4. Do you see this? Both methods, you land up with the same. Great. The same rule applies whether you have to find the HCF of 3 numbers, of 4 numbers. The only question you must ask is, when you're finding HCF, a prime number that must divide all of these numbers. Fine? Let's move on. Now we will figure out what is the relationship between LCM and HCF of 2 numbers. We already learned LCM. Can you tell me what is the LCM of 4 and 8? We figured that out. It was 8. What is the HCF of 4 and 8? We figured out it was 4. Okay. Now can you tell me what is LCM times HCF equal to of these 2 numbers? LCM was 4. LCM was 8, isn't it? LCM was 8 and HCF was 4. What were the 2 numbers whose LCM and HCF we were finding? They were 4 and 8, isn't it? Can you see the relationship now? 8 times 4 is 32. The LCM times HCF of these two numbers is 32. What were the numbers? 4 and 8. And you multiply them, 32. So in general, can we say, if you are finding the LCM and HCF of two numbers A and B, say for example, then the LCM times HCF of these two numbers will be equal to A times B. Remember one thing, this applies only to finding the LCM and HCF of two numbers only. This rule will not apply for three numbers or more. So once you have this rule at hand, you can easily find out the LCM if you know the HCF and the two numbers. You can find out HCF if you know the LCM and two numbers. You can find out one number if you know the HCF and LCM and another number. We will just work out one of the problems. So the rule is LCM times HCF of two numbers is equal to the product of those numbers. Get that? Let's move on and solve a problem. Let's look at this question. Given that LCM of 26 and 91 is 182, find their HCF. Do we know what is the relationship of LCM and HCF of two numbers? We have learnt it already. LCM times HCF is equal to the product of the two numbers. Correct? Oh, it is 91. Fine. What is the LCM given in the question? LCM of two numbers in this case happens to be 182 times HCF is equal to 26 times 91. So how do you find HCF? So HCF will be equal to 26 times 91 divided by 182. Do your math. 26 times 91 divided by 182. How much is it going to be? Work it out. And if you do your simplification, or those who use calculators, if you're using your calculators, it is going to be 13. Do you see now how we can find HCF just by knowing the LCM of the two numbers? Great. So we learned in this lesson how to find LCM, how to find HCF, and the relationship between LCM and HCF. Hello students, I hope you have enjoyed the lesson and understood the concepts. My name is Askar Khan and I'm the founder of Alt Academy, Academy for Learning and Training. My mission is to help you learn. Do subscribe to this channel and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you and all the best for your learning. Remember one thing, your results will be in proportion to the efforts that you put in. So after watching this lesson, do go back to your study desks and start working more number of problems. It is only then that you will become proficient. Thank you once again. Subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends. Thank you. Hello students. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson and understood the concepts. My name is Askar Khan and I'm the founder of Alt Academy, Academy for Learning and Training. My mission is to help you learn. Do subscribe to this channel and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you and all the best for your learning. Remember one thing, your results will be in proportion to the efforts that you put in. So after watching this lesson, do go back to your study desks and start working more number of problems. It is only then that you will become proficient. Thank you once again. Subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends. Thank you. Hello students, I hope you have enjoyed the lesson and understood the concepts. My name is Askar Khan and I'm the founder of Alt Academy, Academy for Learning and Training. My mission is to help you learn. Do subscribe to this channel and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you and all the best for your learning. Remember one thing, your results will be in proportion to the efforts that you put in. So after watching this lesson, do go back to your study desks and start working more number of problems. It is only then that you will become proficient. Thank you once again. Subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends. Thank you.